There are lots of big names at the Arnold, but we are lucky enough to be joined by a very big name here with Rick and Robin at the Arnold Sports Festival. But I am going to let my new friend Fairfax do the introduction.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to tell you about the most exciting mixed martial artist ever. Movie star, businessman, father. He is Randy, the Natural Couture!
See, Rick, we could not have done that justice, so here we go.
Best introduction I've ever heard. Like, you're gonna have to open every commercial for me from now on. That was killer. Randy, welcome, brother. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure to be
Awesome.
here.
Yeah.
Randy, tell us kind of about your background. Obviously, you've got many titles. You are well accomplished in so many areas.
Well, I grew up in Seattle, started wrestling at 10, and wrestling kind of started me on this path and this journey. Wrestling ultimately led to fighting. I won a few championships in fighting. And
A few? Humble, huh?
Athletics opened the door for acting. I had the chance about 14 or 15 years ago to do my first movie called Cradle to the Grave. And I was intrigued immediately. I've always been a fan of going to the movies. So to get to kind of see behind the curtain and see how one's actually made was very, very interesting to me, and saw an opportunity and tried to seize it. And now I've been doing that for 15 years, so that's been fun. I feel like that's life after fighting for me.
The initial perception here in Central Ohio from someone that's not up to speed thinks it might just still be a bodybuilding competition.
Right.
And it's like, well, bodybuilding, well, that goes along with fighting and some other stuff, but no, there's artistry in motion. I mean, there's, what is it, 80,000 athletes now? It's amazing how many coming from 80 different countries to compete in really everything you can think of.
The fun for me is the kids, the kids part of it.
Kids part's awesome.
Kids Expo now started last year, and you get to go watch the kids do archery, which is something I did when I was a kid, and the kids gymnastics, kids grappling, all the kids sports. We've sponsored the kids wrestling tournament here, which is a big weekend in Ohio because it's the state championship going on this weekend too.
Right.
So give the kids a chance to get involved in that, and so it not only but the kids, it's big too.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Randy, if somebody's coming out to the Arnold, what are you going to be involved in this weekend that they can come see you? Obviously, everybody wants a selfie with Randy Couture. Maybe they won't get that, but where are you going to be at?
Definitely do a meet and greet here. I will also be in the Affliction booth here. They're my clothing partners on a couple of days. So, and then we'll be handing out awards, and at the arm wrestling, we'll be in a lot of different places. So, we'll be at the Kids Expo on Saturday. So I'm sure you'll find me somewhere around here all weekend long.
What do you have to say to somebody out there who maybe has never been to the Arnold? What they could experience if they come out this weekend?
It's almost overwhelming the first time you walk in here, and it's still being set up today. That's all the noise you can hear, but the signs, the people, the amount of people that come through here this weekend, it's a couple 100,000 people that are going to be through here this weekend. It's crazy. It's hard to take it all in, so it's definitely a great time and worth the visit.
All right, hard to take it all in, but good, great fun. So nice meeting you. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to our city, supporting this event. Columbus, Ohio is not the place this should be, but it's people like you that come back, that people want to see and come here. Lets this thing keep growing and building. Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Thousands of athletes from around the world and right here in Central Ohio will compete this weekend at the Arnold Sports Festival.
I got a chance to profile some of those local athletes and find out just what drives them to be the best. If you think that jump roping is just a playground pastime, you better think again.
When I was 5 years old, I saw a jump rope performance and I fell in love. I absolutely loved the sport immediately.
Meet Tori Boggs. She will be competing in, that's right, jump rope competitions at the Arnold.
Jump rope is my go-to everything.
And you don't just show up with a rope.
Eating right, that means working out, that means keeping in shape, that means improving your skill. Because as good as we are as professional jump ropers, there's constantly, new jumpers coming and working very, very hard.
The competition is going to be tough, but Tori says she's 100% mentally and physically prepared. Tori has made her mark on this sport. She's a 13-time world champion, holds 2 world records, travels, performs, teaches.
It's a huge honor to be able to have those world championship titles behind my name.
And although she continues to compete internationally, For her, the competition at the Arnold is the real deal.
I mean, at the Arnold, there's some really good competition that comes to the Arnold. I'm not gonna lie, there are gonna be some amazing jumpers there. So all I can do is my best and trust my training. And jump rope is one of those sports where you could have trained so hard and the day is just not yours. And you mess up the rope, you don't jump high enough one moment and you miss, and that kind of ruins everything. So I gotta be focused the day of, I gotta be really in my zone, I gotta trust my training and just have a great time and do what I love to do. And hopefully, I'll be able to be strong against the other competition.
I'm going to try my hand at fencing, and I have a feeling I'll be seeing this on the Christmas party blooper reel. This is going to be fun.